Danny Segura for USA Today Sports. I'm here with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who will be taking on former UFC champion Anderson Silva in the main event of Tribute to the Kings. First of all, Julio, how are you feeling? And can you tell us how this fight came about? Because it's a little bit weird, right? A boxer fighting an MMA guy. How did this fight come about?
I don't know. The promoters make the fight, so he asked me about if I want to fight Anderson Silva. He had a couple of names, but at the end of the day, he picked Anderson Silva because I think he's the better fighter, the more important or famous fighter. So that's why. So,
Yeah.
and I'm ready to fight him. I'm training hard. And I'm staying in shape. So that's will be a very very interesting fight.
Did you have to sort of look twice about the text or however they told you about the fight? Like Anderson Silva, he's stepping into boxing. Like, did you believe it at first?
I don't believe too much about him because he's retired, but it's normal. And these days, the UFC fighters come to boxing because he have very paydays, and that's interesting, because but he need train more. So that particular fight, me and Anderson Silva, is a little more competitive because it's 8 rounds, so 182 pounds. So that's made the fight more equal or interesting. So Anderson Silva know how to fight because he boxing in the past. So it's a good fight, great fight, and I think the UFC fighters need to train more like him.
And did you watch a lot of MMA? Like, do you know about his history and what he's done in the UFC?
I see us UFC a lot this past year, but when Anderson Silva fight, I don't remember too much about him because he's 10 years or 11 years older than me. So I can remember hear his name sometimes, but I'm not a fan of Anderson Silva. So I remember more McGregor and Khabib and that guy. So I know he's a legend and respect that, but it's the boxing is different.
And do you almost have a pressure that you have to go in there and stop him because you are the boxer and he's not? Do you feel like you have to go in there and kind of prove a point? Like, hey, I'm the boxer, you're not.
Of course, I want to prove it, and I am the boxer. I am the best in the ring that night, of course. So I don't know. I'm training hard, like to fight the best. So I'm ready.
And I don't know if you're aware, but on Saturday, Brandon Moreno from Tijuana became the first Mexican champion in the UFC. He made history. Did you find out about that? And if so, what are your thoughts on Moreno becoming champion?
I follow him a couple of fights. So he have an even fight in the last title fight. So congratulations to him. It's very important for Mexico to win the first title in UFC. So it's great. It's great.
And last question for me, I saw a documentary and it was like 2005, June, you were fighting in Atlantic City and your dad was making you a bet, $5,000. And you were kind of shaking your head. You didn't want to do it. Any bets for this fight?
No. Better bet in the casino. He paid more than my dad.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.